Here's a really quick look at what it takes to set up a loom. First off is winding the warp, and I'm winding it onto a warping board. I did a bit of math and I figured out that I needed 451 threads. Each one of those threads is 6.5 yards long each, and you can see that I am winding 2 at a time to save some time, and so I only had to do that 225 times. Next up is pre-slaying in the rattle, which is that comb thing that you can see in the beater bar. What this does is I'm approximately spreading the warp out so that when I wind onto the warp beam, the warp is nice and even. You can see that the warp is pre-slayed at this point through the loom, and all the excess warp is hanging down the front on the floor. Now I'm ready to wind on, so I'm alternating between winding onto the back beam. I'm shaking the excess warp out to get rid of any tangles. Then I'm dividing it into sections, and I'm applying tension to each one of those sections. And what that does is tightens up all the warp that's already on the warp beam, so it's nice and even. Next up is threading the heddles. So each of those heddles is on one of the shafts, and I am threading it according to a pattern or a draft. Here's a real-time look at how long this takes. So I'm grabbing the threads one by one in the order that they were wound on the warping board, threading them through the heddles, and I did this 451 times. Now I'm ready to slay the reed. The reed is that comb. What the reed does is it maintains the density of the fabric that you're making, and it is also the tool that beats the weft in place while you're weaving. I did that 451 times. Okay, now it's ready to tie on to the front apron rod, and phew, we can finally weave. So that took probably 6 to 8 hours to get that ready. Thanks for watching.